Welcome back, my friends, to Super Deluxe Baldur's Gate 3000. I am your host, Chezni, the guy who doesn't play as fighters, playing as a fighter. Totally knowledgeable in these circumstances. Welcome back to another fun-filled day on the good side of things, the flip side. Or is it the flip side? Is this the A route, and is the evil side the B? Dynahair, what are you doing? Oh my goodness, I should shut up. How you doing, guys? Hope you're having fun in your day-to-day life. Sit back and get ready to enjoy us clearing out the rest of the bandit camp.
I'm not an unexpected request.
Alright, so pretty much things have been pseudo-uneventful, aside from the, 2 deaths? Soon to be 3 deaths.
But sure,
It does seem like we're able to rest in the bandit camp, at least maybe we got lucky on that rest. Imoen gaining level here. That's nice, I guess. Thief levels aren't as exciting past, I don't know, I'd say probably the level that we are now, because at this point we already have enough find traps and pick locks to pretty much do everything we need in the early parts of the game, and because we're just going to keep dumping points into those 2 categories, we're covered for the later parts of the game. So not really like a lot of exciting things to look forward to. Kind of makes you wonder, perhaps, if... okay, so there used to be a trap here, I swear. There used to be a trap here. There wasn't on the evil playthrough. I'm going to have Luther run over here, and if he just straight up dies from some super trap, I mean, that's just how it goes, I guess. What are these bandits getting on their rolls? It always feels like they hit so often. That's that +3. That's the same that the Flynn's had from earlier. Was that evil? Oh my goodness. The evil and the good playthroughs all start to swim together in my head. An unintended side effect of doing it this way. Khalid in super danger mode. That bandit swapped over to his... No, did not swap over to his melee weapon. Looked like he had a sword there from that angle. Alright, Khalid's in safety mode now. The bandits... Luther's bandit is dead. I think we're good. Yeah, +3. A +3 is apparently the danger zone. I think that's the point where... Wait, why the heck? Why isn't Luther wearing this full plate mail? What? When did we get that, and why didn't we equip it? Maybe we picked it up from Targoz, or whoever that guy was. And I totally spaced on... But the guy who has... I don't understand it. Khalid and Luther have the exact same AC, and it feels like Khalid just gets hit so much more. They're both wearing splint mail. Oh, how did we make it this far with splint mail? How is it that we're still equipped with splint mail? We're completely skipping half plate and we're going straight into full plate with Luther here. -6 AC. Oh my goodness, that is disgusting. How the heck do we have -6 AC? I'm pretty sure Evil Luther has -4 at this point. Good clearly is the favored path in this game. Evil does not pay. But fine, whatever, enough complaining. Let's go ahead and rest again since Khalid is feeling low. Otherwise, we'll have Imoen trot around here and just see if she can pick up all the goodies, the goodies, the spoils of bandit war. You know, when I was a kid, I used to use the function keys to use skills. I had them all memorized. I was really cool. Wait. No, that other thing. I was a giant nerd. I feel like such a loser, though. Wait, why are they throwing knives in there? I feel like such a loser that I'm clicking on the icons. I should be using the function keys. Well, they're all the way up there. I think a real big part of the issue is that when I record, I actually can't see my keyboard. I should probably change my recording setup so that I can fix that. Okay, unidentified stuff goes to Dynahair. What is this? A belt of antipote? Yeah, that's probably useless. Potion of cold resistance, also of dubious usability. Oh, so we have the Varskana +2. Is that the ice one? Yeah, this is the ice one from Grey Wolf. Khalid's still using just kind of a regular sword, but hopefully it won't break. Hopefully. Got a lot of bandit scalps. Guess those really should go to Imoen, since she is the caretaker of all saleable goods. Saleable? That's not how you say that. Sellable. There's an argument for holding on to half plate to sell it. You can sell half plate for around 300 gold, depending on your NPC reaction modifier, but there's really no good reason to hold on to splint mail. It's just not worth it. I feel like we need somebody to hold our arrows. It's gonna have to be Khalid. I guess Dynahair will be our backup for carrying sellable things because we have a lot of stuff that Imoen's packing around. Basilis's holy symbol. I suppose we could go talk to Ublek, right? And cash in on the bounty on that. Potion of Fire Breath, very fun. Very high damage. What is it, 10d6? 66. 66. Still high. Why do we have this leather armor? 66, nothing to scoff at. It's clearly a medium shield +1, right? Yeah. Yeah, that's we've gone over this multiple times. I feel like you are all are probably sick of me saying it, but I will say it again. Medium shield +1, discovered by myself this playthrough, because previously I was absolutely incorrect. Medium shield +1 is as good in at least as good as a large shield in all scenarios, and sometimes better than a large shield in some scenarios, basically when it comes to ranged attacks. Anyway, so yes, we're going to have our characters equipped with medium shields +1. It is an acceptable thing. It has so been decreed. Really don't need these arrows. We're just holding on to them because it's convenient. The Ashadina. No, there's no little squiggly above that N. The Ashadina. That's fine. Who carries more, Imoen or Dynahair? Dynahair is stronger than Imoen. I guess she'll keep the hammer. Why do we have this backbiter? We just need to sell this. Okay, oil of fiery burning. That's just an explosion somebody can create. We're going to give that to Imoen because thieves typically don't have any AoE, so it'll be an AoE option for her. Potion of Fortitude, con of 18, useless on Luther. Not amazing on Khalid, not amazing on Jaheira. Wow, this is the con party. Look at these stats. Guys, I'm calling it. Good characters are favored in more ways than one. I mean, I know we gave Khalid the Gauntlets of Dexterity, and I guess we should probably compare Khalid to Kagan. Oh my goodness, no, we can't compare Khalid to Kagan. His base dex is 16. That's not awful. I mean, it could be better. But I think it says a lot that out of this party, the person we give the Gauntlets of Dex to only increases it by 2. We, in episode 0, went into a long discussion as to why Dex is probably the most universally good stat. And all of these characters except Dynahair have pretty amazing Dex. Well, okay. Never mind. Jaheira actually receives no bonuses from that Dex whatsoever. Or at least no meaningful bonuses. No, because she's not a thief, so she's not gaining anything from that Dex. Never mind. Alright. I'll stop complaining about good characters being OP. Clearly negativity bias. Wait, no, that's not what negativity bias is. I think that's just bias. There's no fancy psychological reason, that's just bias. Alright. So anyway, that was a long way of saying we could just sell this Potion of Fortitude because no one needs that con bonus. Potion of Heroism is really nice because of the Thaco adjustment. The hit points are just like whatever, but you mostly take it for the Thaco adjustment. We turn Luther into a super fighter for a little bit. Well, super fighter is a little exaggeratory. What is his base Thaco? So his basic Thaco is 17. So assuming that the computer rounds up, that would remove 2 Thaco from him. which is good, right? Oh my gosh. I learned how spell saving throws work, and I can't remember how Thaco works. Yeah, okay. I'm pretty sure it's good, because his actual Thaco is 10. His base Thaco is 17, and the 10 is better because it's lower. So yeah, because that Potion of Heroism lowers base Thaco, right? No, it just says Thaco. In which case, it might only lower it by 1. What's Khalid's Thaco? Oh my goodness, Khalid, why is your Thaco so low? Or, I should say high. AD&D, why are you so confusing? Is it just his sword? He's skilled in long swords, right? He's got 3 pips. Luther has 3 pips. What's the difference here? Is it the dex? Oh, no. It's the strength difference. Yeah, because we're getting something crazy like +5 from our strength. And he's probably only getting like +1. Sorry, I didn't intend to spend so much time going over stats here. I was just... I think it was time to clean up the inventory, and it just happened to be a good time to bring all of that up. Again, we're going to transfer all arrows to Khalid. Not really for any particular reason. Jaheira is going to have to also start carrying these gems, because we just have too many. Such a first world good problem. Oh, I have so many gems. Potion of Mind Focusing, Int and Dex. Right. We're keeping Dynahair with that on the off chance we have a fancy scroll we want her to learn. I think we just had her learn Knock. Knock is kind of fun to use if you're going through the game solo, like as a mage. One moment. If you're going through the game solo as a mage, Knock is your out to, you know, being locked out of all treasure in the game. I forget exactly how it's determined, the lock level that you cast at, and we gained another level 2 spell. How did I miss that? Or maybe I unmemorized it. Is that a word? Unmemorize? Typically not. Why does she know Zone of Sweet Air, but she can't cast it? That's weird. Who cares? Alright. Moving on to the main event. Well, as soon as we pilfer the pouches around the tent. We could rest again just to get Dynahair's Glitter Dust spell back. Glitter Dust, as mentioned before, is so good that it might actually be worth it. Another Potion of Fire Breath. Do we give that one to Khalid? Do we give them both to Khalid? Khalid, on average, is going to deal less damage anyway, so it might make more sense to just hand them off to Khalid. Because we would rather, compared to the two, our DPS is going to be higher.
Excellent.
If Khalid is spending his actions drinking potions and Luther is just swinging that sword of his. Alright, we're going to give a safety save because that was a lot of inventory cleanup, and then we're going to hop right in here and give a quick chat with these fine gentlemen.
What the heck?
We're going to move Luther here, we're going to move Imowen probably off to the side here. I really should have seen if we could have cast Bless before coming in here. That's bad on my part. I guess we'll just cast it now.
Sorry, friend, but you get a date down under.
I don't care who you are. No one's sent to Tazok's tent under penalty of death. And yes, I know that's not the exact accent. I can't do his accent. Then come at me, for I have no intention of turning back. You dead, little worms. Alright, so we see Vent here, opening up with probably Mirror Image Hocked, due to the hindsight of the evil playthrough. Hocked has poison arrows, which probably aren't that threatening. Do we have any antidotes? We surprisingly do not have any antidotes. I don't know how we managed that, but I'm pretty sure Jaheira has slow poison, 1 slow poison. Luther has not gained his slow poison yet, that's right. But we're safe because Dynahair has slow poison, which is just amazing. So we have 2 slow poisons, we'll probably be fine. The question now is, where do we cast this Glitter Dust spell? And I think the obvious answer is right on this knoll. There's no real reason to cast it on Hocked, or that's his name, right? Hocked. Funny enough, we could just throw a potion of explosions right in the middle of them. I kind of want to do that. It would turn a somewhat difficult fight into a hilariously easy fight. Instead, I think we're going to have Kelly just breathe fire on Raymond here. Because nobody loves him. Despite what colloquial words say. We're going to have Imoen use a Wand of Magic Missile on Venkt to hopefully disrupt Mirror Image. It's probably not going to happen. Luther. I think Luther has the attention of this Knoll, which is great. So Luther is just going to go straight for Venkt, I think. He doesn't even need to drink the Potion of Heroism. That mage does not have good AC, I almost guarantee it. Alright, so let's do it. Whoa! Wow. Sorry, I was not expecting that. What just happened? Oh my goodness, Raymond just blew up. I mean, he didn't actually blow up, but good grief. Look at that pratfall. Look at that. Legs up in the air. Oh my goodness. I mean, we've looked at in the other playthrough, we looked at the damage that the fire potion did. We already knew it was high. But 39? That's great. Raymond did not make his saving throw. That is a dead bandit. Which is great. That means Khalid can focus here on Britic and keep the Knoll away from our back line. Looks like Jaheir is still in the middle of casting Bless. Dynahair is still... Oh, she's, yeah, in the middle of casting Glitter Dust. Emma will just continue to... Well, it looks like she didn't cast... looks like she was unable to use the Wand of Magic Missiles quite yet, so we're just going to have her do that. Glitter Dust successfully cast on... No, they saved. Right. Because we determined that the graphic will appear, but they might still resist the spell. That's too bad. Double resist on those spells there. We could have Dynahair now open up with Blind on Britic. I think that's the right call. Britic is... We're going to kind of ignore him for a little while. There's the Bless that goes down.
Excellent.
Khalid is still chasing Britic. Wait, did Britic walk in? Oh my goodness, I didn't realize this. The Potion of Fire Breath isn't just a Potion of Fire Breath. I believe it's Agonazar's Scorcher souped up to a super high level. Look at that. Britic walked in between. Oh, see, it all worked out fine because we got the damage anyway, but if I had realized that, we should have positioned Khalid completely differently. We should have tried to put him off to the side so that he could line up a shot where they definitely both got hit. Or there's even a scenario where Khalid uses it on Hocht. Although I'm pretty sure you have to be really close to use the Potion of Fire Breath, so maybe what's actually happening here is it's using the base code for Agonazar's Scorcher, but you have to be in melee range to use it, and then we just got exceptionally lucky that for some crazy reason Britic decided to circle around behind Khalid and walk right in front of his flames. I'm overanalyzing this, I'm sorry my friends, if you're still with me, and you're just like, get on with it already! I can't blame you.
I'm not surprised.
Alright, we'll just keep the fight running. I think this is probably, well, it was a done deal until that happened. And now suddenly it's anyone's game. We lost 3 party members. Now, did Britic get blinded here? And the answer is yes, Britic was blinded. Now, that's going to give him a pretty hefty penalty. I think it's -4. Yeah, -4 to his attack rolls. So he's no longer as dangerous as he once was. Hocht is still very dangerous, but he can't deal a bunch of damage all at once. What we're really worried about is Venkt here. Of course, he's the one who cast Horror that took our party members out of commission. This is where Resist Fear really begins to shine. Theoretically, we probably should have had this cast on the party before coming in here. I didn't. That's my fault. Unfortunately, it is an AoE, but because our characters are aimlessly running around, there's not a real good chance that we're going to be able to hit this spell on all of our party members who are fleeing. We're going to focus on Luther because he's arguably the more valuable party member to have in this situation. Dynahair is spending her time casting that. I suppose we could have Jaheir attempt a Charm Person or Mammal, but I feel like ultimately that would be a waste of time. We're going to exercise her right as a multi-classed fighter and have her run over to Venkt and just smash him with a club. Acid Arrow on Imoen. That's not really what we want to see in any kind of way. And oh my goodness, Resist Fear was cast, but the party was walking around so much that only the party members who were already not feared are affected. So I suppose we won't lose. No, sorry. Only Chihiro was affected. In fact, that was a really terrible resist fear spell. That was a great example on how not to cast resist fear. What we should have done is cast that before walking in here. Anyway, now we're gonna have Dynahair use Magic Missile on Vengt. The real issue is that Imowen is taking acid damage. Now she started out at full HP. Hopefully she'll just be able to muscle her way through, but if she takes any more damage, she could be in danger. Magic Missile is very nice for taking out mirror images. I think that was a second? Was that a second? Oh, shoot. Okay. So Jaheira has two Melf's acid arrows ticking down on her. We need to start healing her now, or it's going to be too late. So we're going to have her drink a healing potion. It's going to kind of be up to Dynahair to really make sure... Well, we got a hit by the club from Jaheira there. Imoen finally took that last tick of Melf's acid arrow damage, and even though she's nearly dead, as long as she doesn't get hit, she's fine, but Hocht is targeting her. There's a good chance Imoen just doesn't live through this. There's a good chance that Khalid doesn't live through this. It's not looking great.
Whatever they need.
Just overall, it's not looking great. Vengt is nearly dead. We want to take him out, but we also want to remove that poison from Khalid. Khalid's probably okay for just a little bit longer, especially because Hocht is focusing on Imoen. The problem is Imoen's probably just dead. I don't think there's really much we can do. We don't have any CC that we can use to disrupt Hocht. Yeah, I'm sorry. I know I'm belaboring this for a very long time. I'm just trying to make sure there's nothing that we're missing. No obvious outs. I suppose we could try to just outright kill him with Dynahair. That might be the right option. Alright, we're just going to try to outright kill Hocht. Maybe it'll work. Nope, Imoen's dead. Okay, so we no longer need to use the Wand of Frost on Hocht. That would be kind of a bit of a waste in this scenario because we're not really gaining much from it. We're just going to focus on... Whoa! What happened? Oh, okay. That's unfortunate. Jaheira took... It looked like Larlock's Minor Drain outright killed her, but no, it was Larlock's Minor Drain in combination with the acid damage. That's really unfortunate. Vengt has to be so close to dead. Are we going to regain control over our party anytime soon? Vengt, unfortunately, gaining the HP back that he's dealing with Larlock's Minor Drain, which is keeping him alive just barely, making him quite the nuisance. We're going to continue to just try to get rid of him. There we go. Finally, got rid of him with Magic Missile.
Whatever they need.
We have one Magic Missile left. Possibly, I don't know why Briddick is just standing there. One Magic Missile might be enough to finish Briddick off. Yeah. But he wasn't being threatening through that entire fight, so it wasn't really necessary to do that any earlier. Khalid needs to have Dynahair. Dynahair is really being the MVP in this fight. It's pretty surprising. Dynahair needs to come over here, cast Slow Poison on Khalid. That'll prevent him from dying from the poison at least. And is it crazy? Do we have Dynahair engage in melee combat here to prevent? No, that's a terrible idea. In fact, she just gets hit immediately. I think we need to pull her out now. We'll have her drink a health potion, and we just need to get her out of this room. That was a really gutsy play that did not pay off.
I'm not surprised.
She's the MVP of the fight, and we reward her by almost signing her death wish. She's going to drink that potion, try to stay alive. Meanwhile, Luther and Khalid have regained their senses, and they're going to attempt to take Hocht out, which will be pretty easy. Hocht himself just really isn't that dangerous. It's just he deals a lot of damage over time due to the poison, and since we lost control of the party, we weren't able to really respond to him. What a bloodbath. That was just overall really bad, and I think it showcases how strong spells like Horror and Hold Person are, and it's just great that they kind of, in later editions of the game, kind of like vastly shortened the duration that those kinds of spells can be effective. And I know Dynahair is dying here. I'm pretty sure she's going to be able to resist the poison, let it run its course, and eventually it'll run out. If not, we'll have her drink another potion, but I think she's going to be okay. Come on, Dynahair. Dynahair, I think you're going to be okay. Dynahair. Dynahair, you're making me worry. We'll have her drink something too. But yeah, I think this really showcases why in later editions of the game they really spent a lot of time to try to limit how effective situations like that are, where a mage casts one spell and it just completely alters the way the entire fight goes. If we had control of Luther and Khalid, if I had used my brain and had Dynahair cast Resist Fear before going in here, this fight would have been a cakewalk. Easily would have been a cakewalk. As it stands, it's a pity that Jaheira and Imoen will have to pay through the teeth to resurrect them again. On a normal day, this would be a reset. This would just be me reloading the game. I would expect most people to do that. Okay, so we're gonna have to do some fancy things to ensure that all of our gear does not despawn, because if
that might work.
well, I know if we leave it on the ground in the outside, it will despawn. I don't know if it'll despawn in the bandit camp, but I'm not willing to test that theory with all of our gear. So we're actually going to throw all of the stuff that's relevant into the barrel here.
Had to try.
And funnily enough, as far as I understand, any storage container in Baldur's Gate has an infinite amount of storage, or if it doesn't have infinite, the only limitation is perhaps a limitation of the code itself and not actually a limit inherently designed in the game. Like, I don't know, maybe the limit is like 255, right? I have no clue. I don't know why we picked that halberd up. Anyway, so we're going to pick up everyone's stuff and dump it into the barrel to keep it from despawning, because there's no way that we're going to be able to carry all of it back with just 3 party members. There was some fancy stuff there. Maybe this isn't trapped. Okay, 340, that's nice. I'm going to go ahead and take a look at this. Potion of magic blocking, very nice. We lost our thief. We lost our thief, so I don't even know if we can open this chest. We'll talk to Endersai here, though.
Troubled times are upon us.
It's time, then, is it? Time for what? Explain yourself. My execution, what do you think? You're not with him, though, are you? No, I'd smell his rancid breath on you if you were. You're right. We're not one of Tazok's lackeys. What's going on here? Aye, you're not. Well, this whole place is dirty to the core. That's what's going on. These aren't your ordinary bandits. They're part Black Talon and part Chill. Chill being the demi-human band, mostly hobgoblins, and led by that creepy one, Ardener Crutch. There be others elsewhere, like that priest Mullahay sent to poison the minds of Nashkel, set himself up as a kobold god, returned, and legions of the brainless, barking fools believed him, ready to do his bidding till death do they part. Mullahay is dead. He was working for Tazok, I understand. Question is, who's Tazok working for? That's the trick, see. Crush and Targos Kosan, leader of the Black Talons, both think he's getting orders from the Zens, and Tazok doesn't do much to discourage that particular line of thinking. But the Black Talons and Chill are bandit groups, see? They ply the trade routes, avoid the cities, and that's where they go wrong. I'm from the Gate, and I can tell you dead as leather that the Zhentarim aren't behind this. How can you be so sure? A desire for silence isn't the only reason I wear on soft-soled boots. I wear them so I can tell whose toes I'm treading on. I didn't mess with no Zhentarim. I picked my enemies and I messed with one group, and one group only, the Iron Throne. And right as rain, here I am, as Tazok's personal prisoner. You do the math. No. You do the math. The Iron Throne. Where can I find them? Tazok's been making regular visits to the Cloakwood, so that's where I'd start if I were you. There are some documents in that chest that might be worth taking a look at, too. Now, go step on some toes, alright? And you can tell him our Endersai sent you. Alright, well. So we have our next target, the Iron Throne in Cloakwood. Why? I know. You guys are... If you're watching both playthroughs, you're like, come on, Chezni, you're already complaining about Cloakwood. Get over it. But Cloakwood, why? Oh! Okay, that was definitely trapped. That's fine. Apparently it missed Luther and the entire party somehow, so all is well.
And Tazok have proven to be nothing more than puppets. The true master of this unfolding mystery continues to elude you. One thing is certain. Someone has taken a very personal interest in seeking your death. Though why, you are not sure. Your search for answers continues, and the foreboding Cloakwood Forest is your next target.
Foreboding is right. Okay, so let's read some letters. Tazok, and no, I'm not calling him Tazok. Tazok, I have noticed that your shipment of iron have slowed of late. It is imperative that we receive another ton of ore. Step up your raids and get a shipment to our base in Cloakwood within the next week. We need to stockpile as much ore as possible before our ultimatum is given. Also, Saravok wants to know what has happened with the band of mercenaries. Have they been killed? You had better ensure that they have been, as Saravok will not take kindly to other news. Scary guy. Tazok, I hope that everything moves along slowly. I have written to give you instructions from our superiors. I have been told that a small band of mercenaries might cause the Iron Throne some trouble in the future. You are to ensure that they don't live to upset our operations. Obtain the services of the assassin Nimble. He should serve you well. Why the likes of Nimble have to deal with you, I will never know. Thanks for announcing your name. Alright, let's get rid of these scrolls. Agonazar Scorcher, yeah, baby. Oh, full inventory. I mean, this is a really good one. Problem is, Glitter Dust is also arguably better. They do two very different things, but early level mages are best probably used as utility mages, and Glitter Dust tends to be more utilitarian. Do we drink this to let her have a higher chance of memorizing? She has 17. 17 isn't low. I can't believe a 17 gives you a 75% chance of memorizing a spell. That's crazy. We're going to scum save. Quick save it is. We're going to write in Agonazar Scorcher. Yep, there it is. It's fine. And horror is okay. Oh my goodness, that's it. That's it. Drink this potion, Dynair. Get smart. Okay, she's smart. Wow, she's super smart. 20. She's a 96% chance. Having a 20 int does not even guarantee that you'll actually memorize the spells. It's crazy. Anyway, I'm gonna laugh if we do this and we lose on the 4%. Stinking Cloud. Interesting spell. I am terrible with any spell that can target my party, though, so probably going to take a miss on that. It's nice that it's a level 2 spell, though. We could get rid of Glitter Dust and go for a more wide range of things. I mean, we could go for Stinking Cloud. I really like Agonizar Scorcher. It's 3d6, save on half, right? Oh no, saving throw on none. Ugh, that's less good. If it was save on half, it would be much better. However, if memory serves, at some point they changed the way this spell works. So the spell used to only target one target. And sometime, I think it was either in Baldur's Gate 2 or it was in Icewind Dale. At some point they made this change. And Agonizar Scorcher now not only deals damage to the target, it deals damage to everything in between, party members included. So, but it's a straight line, and it's a point-and-click ability, so it's a lot easier to not mess up. I kind of like the idea of her having Agonazar Scorcher. We'll play around with it. Horror would be a good choice. Stinking Cloud is a choice if you trust your... Web. Yeah. But that's what we're going to go with Dynair. She tends to be more of a combative mage anyway, with all those magic missile spells. And the fact that she can't learn sleep. Blind. Oh my goodness. That's why Briddick was just standing there in the corner. He was blinded. I forgot. So there's this nifty little thing that happens when you blind a character. Their actual vision radius goes down to like 1 or 0. I can't remember how the code treats it. But when you use that against a party member and a party member becomes blind, usually not a big deal because we, the omnipotent overseeing, controller of the fate of our party, can see everything. We can still tell the character to move somewhere and attack something. But I believe when the computer is controlling a blind target, if nothing is in their sphere of vision, they just don't attack anyone because they have no one to aggro to. they function truly as if they are blind, which is kind of neat. That's probably why Briddick was just standing here the entire fight, not doing anything.
I'll do my best.
Okay, so we want some of this, right? We might as well just take all the bandit scalps. We can sell those to Vi. Can never remember if it's Vi or Val.
You have none of her.
Bandit scalps. Here we go.
I'll do my best.
Excellent.
Okay, Luther, do you have any... You have quite a few empty inventory slots. We're gonna put anything that's unidentified in there. Luther, you don't need that halberd, buddy.
I'm not an unexpected request, but sure.
And we're gonna try to focus on taking gems and things we want to sell. Because we're just gonna try to get rid of... like... what we want to do is we want to come back here, pick up our stuff, and just be ready to go. Oh, we might have enough inventory space for this. I didn't think we did, but it's starting to seem like we will. If we equip some of these rings... I don't know why I'm so obsessed with keeping all these rings either. It's not like... some of them sell for a ridiculously low amount. Like... not all of them are inherently extremely valuable. I guess we'll write color spray. That's fine. It's not like it's a... it's not like it's the world's best spell. But I suppose in the face of lacking a sleep spell, it accomplishes a similar effect. Spell thrust. It's like the Dispel Magic when Dispel Magic doesn't work. Yeah, you know, I bet if we're clever with this, we can probably get all this. We just need to probably put the scrolls in here. We're going to do kind of a silly thing with Khalid, and we're going to equip those hammers. I know that's breaking our can't equip things until we identify them rule, but we're just doing it for the inventory space. Okay. Maybe we don't have enough inventory. Alright, let's just get out of here. We don't need to mess around with this anymore.
Request, but sure.
No, especially because Dynahair can't even carry this.
Whatever then, no less than done.
We also don't have our healer, which is a little awkward. We're gonna have to go back to town and just hope we don't get waylaid.
I'm not surprised. That might work.
What's the safest way out of here? Probably... is there an exit up here? What I'm afraid of is that there's just like a tree line that keeps us out. Nope, we can get out. Alright, we'll just leave through here. We'll go to the Friendly Arm. We'll ask Mirror Shade's wife to res us again. It's becoming a routine. Otherwise, yeah, we go back, we get our stuff, and we prepare to set out to Cloakwood. 5,000 gold. Surely we'll have more gold than that once we sell all of our stuff. I think Bentley will accept some of the gems that we have, if not all of them. His shop, his store tends to be kind of a catch-all store, if I remember correctly. It's very similar to Feldpost.
An unexpected request, but sure.
It still kills me. That was just a huge amount of negligence on my part. Huge amount of negligence. It's just the whole fight could have been completely changed just by having Dynahair cast Resist Fear. That's why we had her memorize it. Instead, I cast it in the middle of the fight. It bounced around, only hit Jaheira, and Jaheira didn't even need it. It's frustrating because you even though we clicked on Luther, the way it works is even though we clicked on Luther to cast the spell on Luther, the way the game handles it is certain spells target directly on a target, and other spells other spells target a character's location. And so what ended up happening was the spell marked Luther's location, but not Luther. So by the time Dynahair finished casting it and it shot out, it went to where Luther was, not where he previously was, not where he was in the present. Apparently Elminster's into the friendly arm. Well met, young one. I trust that thou art well. I have heard many things about thee in the past few 10 days, and I am most impressed. What have you heard? Oh, good things, I hope. That would depend on whom you ask, now wouldn't it? For the most part, it would appear that thine actions are well-intentioned, and are therefore received as such, much as I would have done, though perhaps not using the same method. Likely the clues also point thee in the same direction I would go. I am certain of where I must go, but perhaps I should confer with you, just to be sure. As thou hast no doubt determined, the clues seem to point toward the Cloakwood Forest. 'Tis likely that the scoundrels behind the bandits have some sort of base within the wood. Of course, I am only telling thee that thou dost already know. Good luck on thy travels, young one. Be wary as well, for thou art making powerful enemies, both here and within thyself. I am sorry I cannot speak more plainly on this matter, but events must unfold as they will, without any meddling from this old man.
Excellent.
Yeah, old man. Avatar of Mystra, get out of here. Quit meddling in our mortal affairs. Like, Elminster might as well be a demigod at this point. Alright, we're gonna go give a quick chat to Gilana Mirrorshade. And, not for the first time, beg her to bring our party members back to us. Okay, 400 isn't too bad. Why? Why is there 800 gold that we need to spend for that? I mean, I know why. It's because she's level 4, but... Or level 5, I guess. Yeah. So much gold.
But sure.
So much gold. Thieves tend to gain levels pretty quickly early on. Kind of like, I think wizards. Wizards, interestingly, I think require the least amount of EXP to gain their first level.
Work.
Or perhaps they're tied on par with thieves. But as time goes on, I believe mages require more and more EXP. It's just kind of goofy that they went with that.
My inn is open to all who be.
Alright, Bentley, we need your best room because we are all super dead.
As darkness
Whoa.
falls, your mind drifts back to events past, and to triumphs well-deserved indeed. A fortified camp secluded and guarded from the entire coast, and it is naught but easy pickings before your guile. All manner of bandit and brigand move about here, but you may as well be invisible amongst them. Your recollections are interrupted by a powerful gust of wind, lifting you high above the camp and woods both. Your arc crests in the high morning sun, and for a moment you are as a bird, free from your duties to those below. With unseen hands, the earth reasserts her hold on you, and suddenly you feel less like a sparrow and more like a catapult stone. Without impact or fanfare, the ground accepts your passage and does not strike back. In a moment, all is black, and for all you know, you have descended to the very core of the world. The rock around you illuminates, and a cavern slowly takes shape. Though you can see no more than a few steps ahead or behind, stumbling forward, you find yourself face to face with yourself. Before you is a likeness in stone exact to the smallest detail. A voice in the darkness accuses you, even as it seems amused. Such pride undeserved, great predator, when your whole being is borrowed. Credit where it is due, and dues where payment is demanded. A dagger of bone flies from the blackness and strikes the statue square. It cracks slightly, but the pain you feel is as though you were rent asunder. You were made as you are, taunts the voice, and you can also be broken. You fall backward into the void and do not come to rest until morning wakes you.
So that's pretty interesting, because compared to the Evil Dream, in the Evil Dream you were scouring the bandit camp, picking gold, you know, checking bodies and stuff like that. Like, you were reveling in your spoils, and then in the good dream, so to say, you fly above it and you see it free from your responsibilities. We do gain slow poison. Nice spell, especially considering we're going straight into Cloakwood. It comes at the perfect time. Yeah, Bentley does buy our stuff here. We don't need the potion of cold resistance. That's a bad oil speed. We've already determined we don't need the potions of fortitude. With the Black Talon Elite out of the way, we don't need the Belt of Antipode. Of course, these gems are just gems to sell. We definitely want that potion of magic blocking. We will not relinquish that. The dead people don't have anything. Makes our job a little easier. We don't want to sell Joseph's ring. Cool. Alright. Let's go back.
Oh, not in here. What the heck?
And hopefully all of our stuff will be in that bandit camp barrel. And if not, we're going to go into a corner and cry.
You must gather your party.
Yes, yes, we know, old man. Do we have any armor we can throw some of these characters' ways? Go ahead and ID this Wand of Fear. Alright.
An unexpected
We'll have our
request,
characters
but
scoot
sure.
out here. Kelly no longer needs to be holding these hammers. Wait, does Kelly have a short bow? Oh my goodness, why do we have him with a short bow? He needs a long bow. It's interesting though, because we're not typically, I've said this 100 times. Typically when you play through the game, if things don't go your way, you just reload. And that circumvents the need to resurrect characters. Because we're trying to play a no scum save, non-reloady kind of style, our characters are actually starting to get disparaging amounts of EXP. Not by some great total, but you can kind of see there, Imoen's a little bit lower than us by about, what, 2,000?
Excellent. An unexpected request, but sure.
Of course, that matters less and less as time goes on. That's the nifty thing about EXP. Waylaid by dogs?
Whatever they need.
We have something that can just make them go away.
Yes, oh,
Yeah, we have that Wand of Fear. I don't want to deal with this. This is a totally inappropriate use of the Wand of Fear, but I don't care. Alright, let's get out of here. We ain't got time for dogs. You know, it might not have been as inappropriate a use as I thought, because, you know, with Imoen and Jaheira lacking their armor, they're a little more susceptible, well, a lot more susceptible to getting hit, even by things like wild dogs. I feel like I was going somewhere with something, and now I've lost my train of thought. Oh well. What were we talking about?
Excellent. What the heck?
But yeah, we're gonna go down to Cloakwood. In order to do that, we're gonna need to prep by buying at least a handful of antidotes. Although, because we have so many slow poison spells available to us, we don't really need that many. And it's not just that we have so many slow poison spells. That's not even the limit, right? It's the fact that the slow poison spells are dispersed among the party. Because another big problem with Cloakwood is simply the fact that... Oh, we can identify this. This is probably decent. Can we sleep here? Why can we... You cannot rest here. Either find an inn or rest outside. Are you kidding me?
What the heck?
What are we, savages? We can't rest in the building, but we can rest outside the building? That's just
I've an
silly.
unexpected request, but sure.
Anyway, yeah, let's see if this bow is any good. Probably pretty cool. The Dead Shot, +2. Phaco, +3. Damage +2. Yeah, it's just it's an overall just upgrade for longbow, right? Yeah, longbow. So that's going to Khalid. Guess we fixed that problem rather quickly. Now that we have access to all their stuff, go ahead and just divvy that out again. No, let's just remove all these magic missiles and we'll just have a Dynahair identify everything really quick. Warhammer +1, another Warhammer +1 probably. What else do we have here? Oh, just a Mage Robe of Fire Resistance. 2 Mage Robes of Fire Resistance, not terribly useful. I believe these are the Weapon Master Gloves. Give you like a +1 to Thaca. +1 to Thaca, +2 to damage. That's just good. Like, there's nothing bad about this. So those are going straight to Luther, especially because Khalid's arm slots are already equipped with the Brawling Hands. Arrows of Ice. Is that it? It seems like it's it. Alright. So Dynahair can go back to being her normal magic missile self. Do we have something else here? Right, we always keep 1 identify spell on hand.
What the heck?
Okay. Now we need to make sure everyone's gear is properly outfitted. Wait, for real? Have we had Imoen just going through the game with leather armor? Is that... Like, surely we had her with studded leather, right? I probably just didn't pick it up. But still, that's pretty low. We have way too many medium shields +1. Okay, Khalid will handle our bandit scalps. I believe these are Imoen's potions. I figure we probably don't need to really spend a lot of time organizing everyone's inventory, because what's going to happen is we're just going to go into town and offload all this. We can go to Feldposts. Terrams. I think the guy down in Nashkel will buy weapons, although I don't know if he'll buy magic weapons. Baragos is probably the best place to go. We need to go to Baragos anyway, because we need to give Val all of our stuff. We're going to be silly with it too. We're going to go down south of Baragos, and then we're going to travel up into it so that we arrive from the south exit.
That might work.
Alright, Jovial Juggler down here.
An unexpected request, but sure.
The bartender. Oh wait, no. What are we doing? We need... It is Vi. Officer Vi.
Can I assist you?
You have been busy, I see. Well, keep at it. The more bandit scalps I have, the richer you'll be. I'll take all the Wait, what is my accent? Take all the bandits. Oh, bandit scalps. Anyway, bandit scalps going to buy. Not too shabby. 1650 gold. It's like anytime I do a bad accent, I just think of Mrs. Doubtfire, and I can't remember the actor. He played James Bond, I believe. Did he also play Batman? Can't remember. Anyway, Mrs. Doubtfire, when he's like, maybe I'm getting that wrong. Maybe he didn't play James Bond. Doesn't matter. In Mrs. Doubtfire, he's like, Mrs. Doubtfire, where'd you say you're from? Your accent's a bit muddled.
What the heck?
Oh, right. Taram actually does have a life outside of his shop. He believes in spending time with his family. And goes home at night. So I guess we'll go to Feldpost first. Walk faster.
No, not in here. An unexpected request, but sure.
This is like, how would you describe this? This is just the necessary errands that you have to run at some point in Baldur's Gate. At some point, you have to come back and sell your stuff. I mean, I guess you don't have to.
You want some whiskey?
If you didn't, though, you wouldn't be able to buy the cool stuff when you get to Baldur's Gate. Oh, we forgot to equip the Ring of Sune. Better do that before I accidentally sell it. Oh, Jaheira doesn't have her stuff. No, no, Imwood! What am I even doing? Oh, that... Did we get rid of that short bow? Oh, here we go. Dun, 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 dun. Oh my gosh. Here, just take 4 arrows. Put them on the ground. Put them on the ground and leave them. Okay, is everyone back to normal capacity? Actually, she needs bullets.
I got some cheap beer for you.
Do you sell bullets, old man? You sell bullets +1, but we're not gonna buy 20. How many even is this? You buy them 2 at a time. That's so silly. We're not gonna buy 20 bullet +1 from you. That's just a waste of time. Okay, so you don't buy anything. We can sell you stuff though, right? No, because we don't even have anything that you're interested. Oh wait, one more thing. We do have things he's interested in. We just have them equipped.
That might work.
I gotta stop dipping into me own ale.
Pearl necklace is nice at 500.
I'm not.
Give us room, old man.
But sure.
Some nice looking waitresses, don't I?
Don't be creepy about it.
No, an unexpected request, but sure.
And
That might work.
there we are. Heading to Tarim's. Didn't Tarim have... No, we already did the Tarim thing. Because we gave him the potions and then he sold Khalid his quality sword. I feel like we need to get rid of Khalid and Jaheira at some point. They're just so standard. Like, we are using such a vanilla party here. Dynahair is barely the exception. And that's only because we offed Minsk. Like, we should probably off Khalid. That sounds terrible, but... we need a healer. We go get Branwyn, but that just feels
I
mean.
can make whatever you wish for a wee little bit more than me competition.
Do we need to keep this bastard sword? Why are we even carrying it? We don't need that medium shield anymore. Or I should say, at all. Okay, we're gonna make a quick pass at these weapons. I don't think we need any of them. No. Wait, you don't buy the backbiter? No, I just didn't click on it. I love that the thing is cursed and he'll pay 1,000 gold for it. But that looks pretty cursed there. I have some enemies that I would love to give it to. We need to give potions to Jaheira. It's probably fine for now. It's not super important that she has any of these. Especially these potions of absorption. They're not really important. Okay. I think we're good. That took so long. I'm so sorry, my friends.
I'm not. That might work.
We need to get ammo in at least with studded leather. We could go leather +1, but that's just silly. It has the same AC as studded leather, so we'll just do studded. The only reason you would want leather +1 is because it weighs less.
Not in here.
And if you were playing a thief with an extremely low strength value, which actually isn't, it went down to 50 pounds. Yeah. But if you were playing like a thief with less than 50 pounds, I could see it being worth it.
That might work.
Like for some reason your thief has like 7 strength.
What
Well, we gotta go with Cloakwood. I'm not looking forward to it. It's gonna be an awful time. We had a lot of trouble with the bandit camp. Maybe we can do this more intelligently. What can we do to preemptively prepare for Cloakwood? I mean, I know we can buy antidotes, which is actually why we're over here right now.
That might work.
Welcome. The traveling adventurer is never turned away from a house of Lothander.
By the morning, Lord, I see that you have the holy symbol of Basilis. It must have been a difficult battle to take down such a powerful man. Yours is a service that will not be soon forgotten. It is a pleasure to give you the full reward for which you have worked. Oh, I didn't quite realize I gave the symbol to him, but cool, cool. 1,000 experience, 5,000 gold, awesome. That is a ton of gold. Like, wait, where am I in here? I'm like trying to check our gold on the record screen. Good gravy! We have 1,700 gold. Awesome.
No! What the heck?
Me.
Okay.
I'm super important.
Don't touch me. Alright. Elixirs of health are kind of like the fancy man's way of getting rid of poison. They're super useful. And 4 of them is only going to cost us 1,200. So we go with those. And maybe like a round of 4 antidotes. That's probably good. We'll go ahead and give our fighters the elixirs. Okay, so we should probably go quickly into why the elixirs, what the difference is. Okay, so both cure poison. The difference is the elixirs of health cure poison and give you HP back. So it's a nice little... because typically if you're poisoned, you've probably already taken damage. So there aren't many situations in which you are poisoned where you also don't need to heal.
Excellent. What the heck?
They're a little pricey. We have plenty of gold.
That might
and
work.
Because our rep is so high, what is it, like 18? Yeah. Because our rep is so high, our NPC reaction is high, and we can afford that pretty easily. But yeah, there's not much deliberation that needs done as far as when you get to this point in the game. We could go around, we could maybe go to Oldcaster, Gullykin, we could mess around with things like that, but we're just going to go straight to Cloakwood. And I think that's where we're going to end today's episode. In the treacherous forest filled with spiders, wyverns, ettercaps, webs, and all sorts of other horrible things. If there was anything I could compare this to, it would be and I've already forgotten it. It's the forest with the spiders in The Hobbit. It's like Mirkwood? Is that what that was called in The Hobbit? I think so. That was the only one I read. And good grief, that took me so long to read. Who cares about that? I'm signing off. Guys, thank you for joining me for another fun-filled inventory management episode. Hope you had fun. I'll see you in the next one. Take care out there.